ها هي نهاية يعني ماكو مفاجآت بعد. انا حبيتها كلش يعني. اكيد هي تظل قصتها كلش حلوة والكتابة جيدة ورسماتها. بس لا The Walking Dead كلش احلى.
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to. He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister!
Could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right to
And
just
what
do
about
this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Georgie may
ستة
have
مرات
killed him, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White. Unless you plan to abandon the charter entirely.
Fine. Go right
خليه
ahead.
يحكي. خلينا نسمع ايش راح
That's
يقول.
not how this works. After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to
يحكي.
defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
اوكي قنعتنا.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute.
خليه يحكي.
You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this
يعني
bullshit?
غير
Holly, please.
Tell them, Big Big.
خطير.
You'll find
لا
me
ما
shut up at
صدقي.
my door last night.
هيك واحد
Wasn't I being
زعيم
helpful? I
قوي
answered
ما
your
يقدر يوضح
question.
شيء.
I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
لا
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in.
هاي ايش طلعت هاي.
Carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end.
خليه
They do it
يولي
because they
لا
want to protect
ما
me,
يدافع
as I
عنه.
protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who
Oh,
let this
Crane,
town
eh?
go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Archie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you
Bandage.
can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've
يبوه.
made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
We didn't get you into this situation. He did.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life.
اي
You
لا
would go to him for help.
استغلوا
And he would
وضعهم
take that
وابتزهم
weakness and add it to his strength.
الناس.
And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you?
إيه.
He just cared about your money. He cares
بس
about
اللي
your
فلوس.
obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
صار فيلم مصري.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a
طلعت
statement
هاي.
would weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke, especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
شنو هاي مع ولد
It's right. This man
يا معودين
tormented all
راح
of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes...
شنو هو اعترف حكي قال اعطيته اوامر وافتهمه غلط.
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy
ما
mayor when that
ضربت.
happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
اوه لازم اروح اطفي في الفرن وارجع. سريع.
So, you won't answer for your
ستارت شنو السالفة؟
behavior, but I must perish for
This is
mine.
completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never.
بابا خالفت القانون تحكي هاي.
Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They wanted
يعني
to
يعادل العصابات
for their
الحكومة.
own tangled ends, but they refused to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Everyone just shut the fuck up.
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our
اقول لو ما
dear
قاتل احد
citizens?
اقول اوكي يعني اللي يريد
Who
يغير
will
الحكومة
protect
الفاسدة.
you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
صدق هاي انشالت اللعنة من
I
عندها.
need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Of
احكي يا
course.
معود احكي.
Go right ahead.
نسمع.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff,
Ah.
this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian
على
wanted you
موتكم
freed
سويت.
from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa!
you.
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker.
Ah.
Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
هي مبينة بس ما توقعت راح تصير هيك مبينة.
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat.
شو تريد يعني؟
This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
روح.
You take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What did you expect to happen here?
مش
You're
مدريني.
getting what you deserve.
بالضبط صوها انت.
Well done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill him.
اي انا ما ايد
We
القتل
can
ابدا.
imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
can
ما ايد
You can
القتل.
send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment, so I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
هي سنو القائد غير؟
Snow should decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor.
But
so-
she's not the deputy mayor yet.
بعدها ما
What
تعينت؟
about Bigby? What
يا
about him?
بو.
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes
هلا
sense to
بيجبي.
me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay.
سنو
Mr. Wolf,
كافي.
it's your call.
كلش مشلب بالسلطة.
No.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
اكو اوبشن احطم راسه.
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
لا راح اسجنه.
Everyone, I'm
Not this way.
اوه يا زمال. والله مو صوتك. والله مو صوتك.
There you are.
شو ذا؟
You all remember this moment.
دولي.
Me, when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
لا ما راح اشمره. ما راح استسلم للغضب. لاني
You
قتله.
said you had a way to keep him from
Smucks.
hurting people.
Wait, you can't
What
be
he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
راح ينزل.
Do it.
صار سيزون 2. بس ما ادري هذا المشهد من كل عجبني. بالك كرتون يعني بس الشخصيات اللي نعرفها جدي. ليش ماكو شخصيات لغ؟ هاي فيبل تان كلها؟ حالة اغراب.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
ليش؟
Hey, Sheriff.
سويت لك هاني ما
You
حركت
gonna
الجو.
come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
This fucking line.
شو ذول كلهم؟ شو ذول؟
Oh,
هذا
Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
مشغولة.
We'll talk later, okay?
صعب غرفة شو شكلها غريب كان.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
راح نرجع للحياة الروتينية. ايش راح يصير؟ شو غريب عليك. نهاية؟ شو غير مشبعة. بعد
I'm going. Jesus.
شو ذول العقارق بالشارع عادي.
We only
Nice.
have 5 minutes.
They carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I know this isn't your ideal situation here.
Come on, Colin.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
شغل بطيء.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby. I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's everybody.
لازم انقل الخزن على صفحة
What's
لأن
it like at the farm?
راح يتحول
I've heard
للسيزون 2
ogres live
حتى.
there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
We don't have a choice anymore.
Your dad broke the rules, TJ. You're not allowed to stay in Fabletown without a glamour.
Okay.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
هذا ايش قاعد يبي السايق؟ شنو ماكو ناس بفيبل تاون؟ انا قريت انه مثل مسوين عليه هذول الساحرات مسوين عليه مثل درع سحري.
Are you still mad at me?
Would it change your mind? You got another one of those? How about a smoke for the road? One last time?
هاك الباكيت كله. بس متعصب عليه. يعني اذا مسوين درع سحري لما يوصلون بشر لا شلون جو الشرطة؟ البداية.
I guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
I'll try.
Yeah, me too.
Saying goodbye?
شو ما نزعوا هاي الربطات على رقبهم؟ مو راح السعر؟ لو بعدين اذا تنزعوها تقتلهم. غير الرعب هذا؟
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah.
I guess I am.
Ah,
It's not easy
okay.
to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
راح نزعل
Let
فيها.
me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. This is just something I need to do on my own, okay?
ايش السالفة؟
I came here
لو
because
سخص
I
جوارحها.
have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few
فتنت
years.
عليهم.
So I
يا
told him
غبية.
everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out.
No. Yes. Georgie
شلون
promised he'd
تفتني على
smooth things over with
صديقاتك؟
the Crooked Man. But then, oh God.
What happened? Can you tell me anything else?
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Yeah.
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it.
يا
So what if it
غبية.
wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get
شنو
away
هذا
with it because of
تستعملهم؟
a stupid
الغرض إلها حتى
technicality.
تنتقم؟
Especially after
تصلح لي غلطة بغلطة.
that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
You were trying to get my attention.
لهذا مقطوم راسهم
So
هيجي.
You started all this.
I just
فكوا شو
pointed you in the
اسمه؟
right direction.
الربطة.
People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in
طخت.
silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
لحق تختار.
Look, Bigby.
ما
After
عرفت يا
everything
أحسن
you've done for
جورج.
us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened.
طبعا.
You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man,
it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
For better or worse.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
طش نفس الحكي مال فيث.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
Trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
What?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about
He
Faith?
said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Wait, what?
I'll see you around, Wolf.
ما افتهمت هاي صار. انا حقيتها لا شنو هاي؟ على سيزن 2 يعني؟ Dude, Georgie, did you give the crooked man trial? أغلبية قتلوه. زين أنا رؤوف. أنا يزن. بعد قبلوا هدية دي جي بس 2% قبلوها. الحقراء. Okay, continue. زين خلينا نشوف والله صار. He told him that you saw beauty. فتنت. ايش بطرني انا بغيت غلطت وعدتها وراه كسرت الوعد. For him protection at a business office. You gave him a drink. Took him back. Money. Smashed up his place. قطامة ايده. هذا هم ندمت انه قطامة ايده. زين chose to wait for him. شو اشياء مو كلش يعني. شنو يعني؟ ليش يقول على المعلومات؟ خرابنا في الزيت والله. شنو؟ شنو صوت؟ هاي اللعبة؟ لطيفة جدا يعني جودة معتادة من Telltale Games. 8 من 10. 8.5. Walking Dead 9.5. Walking Dead لا أحلى. Walking Dead جوها أحلى. Walking Dead هاي يعني بيها شغلات شوية هواي عندي عليها اعتراض. تصرفات عندهم وما مفهومة. ثغراتك وبالقصة وبات أحس حل المشكلة شوية طفولي يعني بس على مودي لا يصعبوه علينا. يعني كان ممكن يسوون شوية صعوبة بيها بالغاز. هي أصلا لعبة محقق بطلها محقق. وكن ديد الجو مالتها ما يحتاج هيك أشياء فعادي يعني مو مشكلة لأن هو أصلا عالم زومبية يعني كل شي يسووه ممكن إلى تفسير. لا ذيك قصتها أحلى وصدمات بيها أكبر. يجوز لين ذيك أول لعبة ألعبها هيك يعني صار هو ما لعب لعبة أدفنتشر يتشطر بالذاكرة. على كل حال هي إذن هسه راح أخذ استراحة من اللعبات بعد. هاي حتكون آخر لعبة الفترة. فأشكر كل اللي بقوا وياي يتفرج وفي مال الله.